And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Romero. That's tipped. Maggette outside. Over Houston. The Trailblazers rebound. Fires for three. They get it again. Shoots the three. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Phoenix ball.
From before is the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sport.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. And it's Asmus in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Then it's Geiger, and it's Powell in at the 5. Home in the paint. Moran, he's covered by Watson. There's the pass to Arthur. Uncovered. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. To the paint. Pass to Moran. Pass to Asmus. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And that one, good.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Holcomb. It's hauled in by Watson.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Geiger passes to Arthur. Here's Gardner. That one, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Now here's Arthur. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back, Steve.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
The shot by Powell, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Holcomb. And another miss by Memphis.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Watson for 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the left wing. Here's Holcomb. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Gordon, guarded by Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good.
Well, with Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
Holcomb, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. He blocks it again. We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and it's blocked, and they get it back. Here's Geiger. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Gordon, defended by Geiger. Geiger with the rebound. And here's Watson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A nice shot by Geiger.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Memphis trailing here. So timeout called here. First for Memphis.
You know, Serge Ibaka, not the player he used to be, but he still has great touch on his shot. Doesn't have that same explosive step, but he's still good.
Numbers for Watson, how he performed last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And when he was younger, Ibaka was one of the more athletic players in our league.
Totally agree, and we have to give credit to Ibaka for adjusting his game. He's changed how he's played as he's lost a little burst. It's allowed him, though, to be a great contributor late in his career.
And That's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
He takes it in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Powell. This is to Watson. Shoots from the line. Grizzlies with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
They had active hands on the defensive end, and it paid off. A lot of easy baskets and transitions because of that.
Here's Geiger. Arthur down low. It's blocked, and he recovers it. Watson for three. Rebounded by Asmus. Asmus has got 4 rebounds in this game.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Here's Forte. Los Angeles with another miss. And for Memphis, they're shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Watson. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
To the middle. Here's Holcomb. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
The Clippers trail. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
It's blocked. Here's Forte. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Arthur up top, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.